your marketing keys. I'm taking over. Welcome to the show, everyone. This is Valerie V, and today we're going to talk about, this week we're going to talk about 3 things, and I'm going to start with, I gave you the list over the weekend. We're going to start with number 3, and number 3 is how to not have the same content on your website or blog as 300 other people. So let's define that a little bit. First of all, when you have a blog on your website, it's important that you blog post as often as possible with quality content. And I know that most of you aren't writers. You're in the home care business. You're not in the business of writing. So that's why people hire us, so we can write for them. However, it's important to know that even if there's an organization out there, let's say you're part of a franchise, or maybe you are with Clear Care Online, and they're very helpful. All these places are very helpful with providing you with content. They may give you a weekly article to post. They may give you a newsletter that everybody else gets. So what's happening, though, is that those articles, those flyers, those newsletters, 300 other people are posting the exact same stuff and on their website, and you don't want to be that person. And the reason is, number 1, that's a duplicate content penalty, and number 2, it's boring. So what you want to have is unique content specifically developed for you, your services, your local area, and it's search engine optimized for your local area. So if you serve West Winnemucca, Nevada, your content says something about West Winnemucca, Nevada in it. It doesn't talk about in the United States or just generically nothing at all. We want to make sure that you are reaching out to your local population as frequently as possible, your tribe, your fans, your local people who need help. So your content needs to be unique. So in other words, if you're in Florida, we don't want to have content that talks about snow and cold weather and frostbite. If you are in Phoenix, we're probably in the summertime not going to talk about, or in the fall, we're not going to talk about fall leaves, or I don't know. So it's got to be specific to you, your local area, and unique to you, not shared on anybody else's website. So just to give you an idea of how that works, at LTC Expert Publications, we write between 700 and 900 articles per month for our client base. Now, we have a team of writers. They've been with us for a long time. They all know the ins, the outs, the rules, and we have amazing writers. Why they've stayed with us for so long, I don't know. They must love us because we love them. So we have a very good suite of expert home care, elder care, senior care writers on our staff. But what's even more important is the content that comes from you. Your content is really important. Your company news, the things that are happening, the internal news, the external news, all the things that are going on with you. Are you going to senior fairs? Do you have a caregiver of the month? What's happening? So you need to make sure that you are contributing as much as possible to reach out to your local community. You need to blog post. You need to have that post on Facebook. You need to automate everything. This is what we do for our clients. So I'm kind of giving you the inside track on that. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is take you to an article that we posted today and talk about some of the ways you can come up with great content for your website. So let's go here, and then we're going to go here. Oh, okay. So today on our website at ltcsocialmark.com, we posted this article, which is 50 blog posting ideas for home care and senior service businesses. And you can look through all 50 of these examples, and I'll just read you one. Sharing a success. There's something about reading a success story that gives readers hope. Whether they want to accomplish a similar feat or simply celebrate with you, success stories build people up. It's like positive snowball effect. So share your wins with your audience and tell the story of how you got there. So my examples, I put examples under each one of these, or at least most of them. Making a new client happy, and no, you don't have to say names. Introducing a new training module for caregivers. Maybe you're doing an in-depth dementia training for your caregivers. talk about that. Keeping a client out of the emergency room for 30 days. So we know hospital readmission rates are an important thing for all of you to track, whether you're a home health care, private duty, or other. You need to make sure that you can talk that talk if you want those referrals. And so if you can track how long you're keeping people out of the emergency room or what original diagnosis they came to you with, and come on, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to know if somebody has COPD or had a stroke or has dementia. You can write that down somewhere in their client information and know what their original diagnosis was, what brought you on board. And then make sure that if you keep them out of the hospital for 30 days, you can track that. So for every client that you keep at home or at least out of the hospital for 30 days, that's a win for you. And that's a win for the client. And it's a win for the hospital, because if they keep readmitting for COPD over and over again, then the hospital, the physician is getting dinged for that. So make sure that you're keeping track of how long you're keeping people out and write about it. You know, we kept Mrs. B out of, the hospital for 90 days. She's doing great. She's happy to have Mary by her side 3 days a week, whatever it is. So share success stories, share the happy stuff. Share your struggles. Share some of the things that helped you become a stronger entrepreneur, that helped make you a better home care provider. Maybe you had a difficult client a few years ago that taught you a lot of things about how home care should really work. Those are worth sharing. So there's 50 of these. So there is no way that you could not have a reason to put up a blog post, or if you're a client of ours, submit content to us. There are tons of reasons and things that you can share about. So please, please, please don't post the same boring junk that 300 other people are posting. Make sure, I'm going to go back here for a second to me. Make sure you are posting content that is fresh, unique, and shares a good story about you, your caregivers, your clients, your business, and give people that sense of trust and that sense that you're the expert, because you are. And if you're brand new at this, you can still share a lot of those 50 items I put up there. So please go to our website at ltcsocialmark.com, and then at the very top of the page, go to Valerie's blog, and it's the very first article posted there. Now, tomorrow, we're going to talk about a few other things that are coming up. A new blog post is going to go up, and it's going to be about some things that you need to know. Google is at it again. They're making some changes that are going to affect your website as of July 2018, and you need to know about it, because you got to get these things changed pretty fast. You have until July. Otherwise, you're not going to show up. So watch for tomorrow's blog post as well, and I'll be back with you to explain more about what's happening with Google tomorrow. Thanks, everybody. Have a great Monday and have a great week, and we will talk again tomorrow. Bye.